I believe we are live. Let me check the YouTubing. Let's see my face. Okay. Hello, good morning. Y'all there? I'm double checking on the computer. Hi. Okay, what do we got going on? It says Thunderhorse Descendant is live. Yes, Thunderhorse Descendant is live. I am live. I am live. Okay, we gotta mute me. Mute. Hi, Lori. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Hi, Lori. Hi, Sassy Pants. Good morning. I am here in Cambridge. Hi, Sydney. That's why I look so crazy right now. I'm in horizontal also. I'm not too terribly worried about. Move that over. I'm not too terribly worried about being in horizontal because we're only going to be here for a little hot minute. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Ginny. We're only going to be here for a little hot minute. I have to log off at 9:30 because I have to be going to the doctor. Did you get caught in the storms over the weekend? Yes. Tornadoes are us. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I did. Hi, Lois. Good morning. Good morning, PK. PK was checking up on me. She's like, did you know there's tornadoes? And me, I was like, no, not till I was sitting in the middle of one in the middle of North Dakota, Spiritwood, underneath the underpass with these 4 other dudes in this car. And there's stuff flying all over, debris going on everywhere. And I was like, well, me and Lily will just wait here. Hi, Gloria. Good morning. Good morning, Sparklies. And then after we went through that one, we had to continue on and we were going to Annetta for the turkey barbecue. Me and Jeff drove separate. Good morning, Martha. It's awful empty there. Yeah, it is. And probably quite echoey as well. And then there was a double hitter storm. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to Valley City. I'm going to go north. And as soon as I turned north, it was way better. But then the second storm caught up to me. Jeff called. He called when I got to Findlay, or I was just about to Findlay, and he was like, you better stop. And I was like, why? And he's like, there's going to be 100-mile-an-hour wind. And I was like, oh. So I pulled into the Chevy dealership in Findlay. They have like a carport in front, like attached to their store. So I parked under that, and me and Lily just hunkered down, and sure enough, here came the 100-mile-an-hour wind, and then I got concerned that it might be able to flip us over, but we were facing the right way, not the broadside, so that was good. Yeah, it wasn't good. I was driving here on Sunday, and I was driving to Fargo, and then, on to Minnesota. So there was I was driving, and in the fields, there's just grain bins, torn apart grain bins, roofs. There was a few modular homes. What else did I see? A lot of irrigation systems tipped over. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Leah. Hello, Terry. Hi from South Carolina. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, Lois. So, hi, Chris. So yeah, there was a bunch of stuff in the fields, and it was just quite sad. There was 3 people who died in Edmond, Minnesota. North Dakota. My classmate Bonnie, she posted on Facebook, her entire farm is flat, gone, nothing there. Sad. It was quite sad. And trees, you guys, there was 30-foot pine trees that came out of the ground that were out in the middle of the field, just tore out by the roots. This one guy's house, he had planted trees all around, his farmhouse. There must have been 200 trees. They were all flat. The house was standing, trees were flat. Yeah, so that'll teach you to check a weather report. Good morning. Hi, Jaden. Good morning. Ruby. Hi, good morning, Charlie. Good morning. Sorry if I missed you. I'm on my little phone right now. This is a different setup than we normally have. I watch Max tracking all those tornadoes. Oh yeah, there was quite a few. I don't know the storm chasers, but there was storm chasers when I was underneath the Spearwood underpass. There were storm chasers going, and they were like honking for like people to get out of the way, and they were like going really fast, and they had their like GoPros attached to their cars and stuff, and it was pretty crazy. Good morning. Hello. So anyway, yeah, I did have that going on this weekend, but everything worked out fine. There's some trees down where I was at, but it was more so like the drive to where it was going, you know. But then once I got where I was going, there was 100-mile-an-hour wind, and that's scary because, you know, 100-mile-an-hour wind's never good. They were like 90, and then they sent out another message. No, 100. I was like, oh boy, great, that's lovely. We're used to like 70-mile-an-hour wind in North Dakota. If you get past 70, it gets a little sketchy. We had a really bad one where we lived recently, but it missed us. Oh, well, that's good. Yes, so I made it to Cambridge. So we're in the process. If you've been following along with this saga, well, I have my phone today, so I can show you guys. So let me just give you a little. Gotta take my tripod. Look, everything's empty. So here we are at the house. The house. You guys, I got here and I couldn't get in. Somebody, one of my, I don't know if it was the postman or the neighbor or who, they were like, oh, she left her front door unlocked, like the porch door. And they locked it, and we've never had a key for that door. So I got here and I couldn't get in. And I was like, okay. So, but I just pushed it really hard and it came open, thank goodness. But I was like, oh boy. Is this your new house? No, this is our old house. Everything, there's a few things I still have. This is just what I'm using for my setup today. I just brought my laptop. That's us on the internet. On top of my lovely Coleman's cooler. I still got my coffee pot here. You know, we can't be doing morning coffee with no coffee. Teary eyes. Yeah, so everything's empty. I do have a few pieces of art here that I have to wrap up still. But yeah, look at that. It's all empty. Empty, empty, empty. So this is the porch that I said was locked up. So here is here's the big dumpster Jeff got for us. So I gotta put all the things, like here's the couch. This couch is all hashed out. You guys might remember when I bought this couch? I bought this couch during 2020. I ordered on Amazon. It was never comfortable. And that's when we still had Jake. It had like, sorry, this is flipping over. It had like the pull out thing and it becomes a bed and everything. It's not in horrible condition, but you can feel every board when you sit on it. So I'm not gonna try to donate it. I'm just gonna put it in the dumpster. Upstairs, I still have my bed. This is my little porch. I don't know if some of you have probably never seen my little porch. It gets real hot. It's not insulated, so in the summer it gets real hot, and in the winter it gets real cold. My grass is super long. I still got babies out there. Little red lily babies. My grass is super long. We're gonna have to call somebody to do the grass. Oops. It says don't do that. So anywho, I have the whole garage down there. The garage, I got a whole garage full of stuff that's full of like trashy things that are gonna go in the trash in that dumpster, along with the bed. And Amber's gonna come over today and help me. She's coming. So I have to go at 9:30 in like 15 minutes. I have to go to my doctor's appointment because, as you know, I'm trying to have a baby. I have to go talk to my doctor and see what the continuum of care situation is going to be now that I'm transferring to North Dakota. We're going to do some blood work and see if that happened. Well, technically, we're going to see if I did ovulation, but so I'm going to do that, and then Amber's coming over. and we're going to start clearing all this stuff out into the dumpster. And we may or may not have to run the bed frame to Amber's place in St. Croix, but I have to take Lily to the vet in St. Croix, sorry, in Amber's in Taylor's Falls, in St. Croix, because Lily has stuff going on. Did I tell you about the stuff that she has going on? You've done a few videos on your porch. Yes, I did. Good morning, Cynthia. So Lily has, I think she's having like an allergic reaction to something. I don't know if it's something new in the environment in North Dakota, if it's new like North Dakota prairie, dirt, mud, mites, parasites, something. She may be having an allergic reaction to her food or to, we gave her a bath at Mondo's before we left, and maybe the shampoo or something. So I'm just gonna take her to the vet because I just want to make sure. So she has like scabies all down her back, and they're like not good. And so I called the vet on Chewy because I have a subscription to Chewy. So I sent her some pictures and we talked a little bit, and she gave some recommendations of some things to do in the interim while I'm waiting to go to the vet. So I've been doing that, and that's been helping. But I think this dog might also be allergic to beef. They say if they're allergic to chicken, they're probably also allergic to beef, which is weird, but I didn't know that. So I have been giving her cans of, I've been alternating for the last month, and this is a new thing, so maybe. I've been alternating between lamb and beef cans because they're not chicken. And so I think maybe the beef is bad. I don't know. She might be allergic to fleas. I also thought she might have fleas, although I don't see fleas. You can't always see fleas, which is another reason I wanted to take her to make sure it's not fleas or any kind of parasites. Keo is allergic to chicken. And we also think to all other proteins. Yeah, so it might be a thing. Yeah, it could be a yeast thing. Like, there's a lot of things it could be. So I just want her to see her vet because the new vets out in Bismarck, they don't have appointments till like August. I don't even know how that's a thing. But anyway, so here we are. We're going to go to Wisconsin today. We're going to go to Wisconsin today. I just be traveling around. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do beads, but also I'm going to go to Wisconsin. That's where Lily's vet is. Wisconsin is only 35 miles from here. This is where we live. So like when I go to Taylor's Falls, it's across the bridge is Wisconsin. So yeah, she could also be having stress as well. There's a lot of things that could be going on. I got a new paw washer. We never washed paws. Hi. Hey, I live in Wisconsin. Well, there you go. There's just a lot of stuff. So we're going to try to see, her vet said, which is why I love our vet. He's like, yeah, I'm like, I'm coming from North Dakota. He's like, well, I'm booked, but just bring her at 3:30. We'll see what we can do. Like, okay. So he's going to try to get her in. All right, guys. So it's 9:15. I have to get off of here at 9:30 so I can go to my doctor's appointment. We're going to launch some new items today. I'm just using my YouTube app, by the way. If you're like, why does everything look different? It's because I'm using my YouTube app. Let me see. I might want to use something so this isn't shiny. How about a towel? We don't have a bead mat, so we shall improvise. With a towel. How's that? Yeah? Poop? Who's doing poop? Hi, Chris. What is happening right now? Okay. Sorry, this is clean. We just washed it. Alrighty, so we're gonna bounce in here. We've only got like 10 items that we are going to take a little look-see at today. Let's see. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Let's get us arranged correctly. So the first one is R4685. It's a busy day. Yeah, and then Amber's gonna come over and we're gonna load up all the rest of the everything, you know? Gotta clean up the yard and stuff. So here we go. These are little pairs of earring wires that are twisted. Well, hey, come here, you. And they have little loops on them, so you can be hanging your dangles and your baubles or your beads or your charms or whatever you want to hang on there. And they're super cute. A pair of them is $5. I want to say that these are 24 karat gold, not 24. I want to say 18 karat coated, but let me just take a little look-see and make sure I'm not lying to you. 46.85. I'm just looking at the SKU list here. 1 moment, please. Okay, 46. Oh, sorry. 85. Okay, 18 karat gold curved tube connector pairs. Okay, so I'm not crazy. 18 karat gold, 40 millimeters long, 1 millimeter thick. They have 6 holes. They come in packs of 2, and they're $5. So there you go. So I was not lying. So here we go. We got those guys. We got 6 pairs of these. If you're new here and you're like, what are we doing? We're just taking a look at all of the beads, and then we're going to go ahead and launch them live on the website so you can make your purchases if you need. I'm going to be heading home. I want to say probably not today. I want to say Tuesday probably. So I'll be home Tuesday, so I'll be shipping out no later than Wednesday. $46.86. These ones we have had before as well. You've seen these. These are the little mushrooms. So I originally got some of these as, they're $2.30. I was getting these as what I thought to be, what I thought was going to be, just so I could, what do you call it? Like restock them on the website. When I got them, the mushrooms were different than the ones we had. The ones we originally had only had 1 mushroom. These have multiple mushrooms. So they're little charms. You get pairs. They're just Tibetan silver, 24 millimeters by 14 millimeters, single-sided packs of 2. $2.30. Hi, Gloria. The empty house is looking good. Hi, Rebecca. I know, it might be a little echoey in here. I know. And then, so once I get everything out, here we go with beads. Remember, now we're into Twilight Gardens. Once I get everything, all the trashy dumpster things out of here, then we can do the cleaning. And then it'll be ready to go up on the market. Are $46.89. These guys are $6.30. I think it'll sell right away. These guys, you guys, these are me. Get away from me, you little bag. Being crazy. These guys are super, like, heavy duty because they're hematite. Look at that. Oh my gosh. If that doesn't scream Twilight Gardens, I don't know what does. That's cool. Let me give you the specs. I got switched to a different sheet. I started a new sheet. I'm super excited about it, by the way. Okay. Multicolor 8 millimeter electroplated hematite beads. And they are $6.30 a strand. Here's the strand situation. So they're just tied up at the ends, but it's 15 inches. They're so pretty. So that was screaming Twilight Gardens to me. Oh, excuse me. Today I was trying to get my computer to like do the thing, and it was not doing it. Okay, R4690. I'm showing you these numbers because you can search them on the website if you'd like to. These guys are the ombre effect crystal. Let me see if I can show you the whole works in here. Oh yeah, see there? So this is a crystal. All of our crystals are $3.30. Well, they're $3, but when we put it on the website, we had 30 cents for the listing. So these are like an ombre. These guys, 4.5 millimeter. I named this one the Twilight Garden Ombre Chinese Crystal because, yes. So here's what they look like close up. These are like, they're kind of like the little golf ball crystals. They're more round than a rondelle, right? Trying to get it to focus. They're more round than a rondelle. So I've saved out 2 of these for my own personal stash. Hi, good morning. Morning, Dot. And I've saved out 2 of these for my own personal stash just because I feel like if I am going to make something, I might want 2, you know, for like each side, maybe? I don't know. Just putting it out there. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with those, but I'm going to make something with those. I know that much for free. $46.91. Here's the amethyst. So amethyst is the like #1 stone of the Twilight Gardens collection that we have on the website. If you're like, what is this Twilight Gardens? It's just coming together because this is actually the first post that I've done with the Twilight Gardens because y'all know I've been moving. So normally we might have to go back and play with our collections because your girl's been busy. I haven't even got to do anything. This is $46.91. They're $11.30. These are 6mm natural amethyst gemstone beads. They are grade B. I'll have you take a look at the striations. This is grade B. Hence the price, right? But still lovely. So here I was thinking, oh, we got all this amethyst on the store. No, it's all sold out. I was like making and adding things that we already had listed on the website. And I was like, oh, there's lots of amethysts already listed on the website. I went to go put it in the collection. There's none. It's sold out. I was like, oh, okay. So we may or may not grab some from TF today while we're in the area. We'll see what's going on. You busy? You don't say. Right? Are $46.92. I'm going a little faster because I got 6 minutes. Here's our little dragonflies. So little dragonflies are 18 karat gold plated dragonfly pendants. They're sold individually. They're $4.30. I'm gonna try to get this guy out of here. Maybe if I can. Can I? Yes. They have pave crystal, or pave, well, it's rhinestone or whatever you want to call it. Look at him. Ooh, he's so sparkly, he's blowing the camera up. So this one has rhinestones or pave crystals on all parts of the dragonfly. Wings and body included. So it does have a little veil. And this is what the back looks like. Okay, so that's this guy. He is, how big are you? Oh, did I not put how big he is? Hello, Randy. I didn't put on my sheet. He's little. Is that helpful? It's probably like 1 inch across or 3/4 of an inch. I don't know. I have no measuring tools. I must have put it in the listing. I didn't put it on the SKU list, but I must put it in the listing. So those guys are $46.92, the little dragonflies, you know, for the gardening. Got to put dragonflies in your garden. We had some similar to this before, and I think they all sold out. Or maybe there's a few left on the website. Not sure. Okay, and then here we go. I'm just going to show all these. These guys, $47.02, $7.30. These are mermaid beads. These are mermaid beads. Some places call them synthetic moonstone beads. I don't like that. I've always known them to be mermaid beads. That's what Jeff calls them at the store. So I've just always known them to be that. So that's just what I call them. $47.03. Here's another mermaid bead. But I mean, like, you know. Also, I'm going to go be a mermaid in Texas. So I'm super excited about that. Look at these ones. Is that not given? Twilight Gardens? Twilight Gardens. Do you see it? Do you see it? And of course it's blue. These ones are a little bit bigger than these ones, so they're extra money. I think there's one more. I thought there was a pink one. Oh, I lied. Oh, there is a pink one, but it's not in this week. Sorry, just the blue ones this week. Mermaid beads are pretty. Yeah, so these are 4702 and 4703. They actually look really good on this towel. Why are we not using this towel as we're doing things in our life? They look matte. Yes. Yes, Rebecca. I think you're right. They are matte. I love that. Do you not love that? I love that. Oh, anyways, these guys I want to say, let me just look. 4702, 6 millimeter and then 8 millimeter. So 6, 8. That will obviously be listed on the website. I love the blue. Who doesn't love a blue? But this one, I really like that one. If I had to pick, I'd pick that one. We're almost there. Got a few items. 4704. Here we got some Appetite. Get our life together here. Okay. Got some Appetite. I'm holding it really close so you guys can see the striations and everything. You like them both? Yes, they're quite good. Got some, I want to say these are 6s. Oh, let's see. 6 millimeter natural Appetite rounds. Yep, they are. These guys here are $13. It's kind of a smoking deal for Appetite, if you ask me. $13 hairs. 4704 for the Appetite. 6 millimeter rounds, 15 inches long. Okay, these are fun. I've not had these before. I'm excited about it. 4705. Okay. So I had Phyllis bag these up. Phyllis was still helping when we got this order. So these guys here are... What's that noise? I was like, why are these packs of 3? They're not. They're packs of 4. It's a weird noise. They're packs of 4. I was like, why are these packs of 3? They're not. They're packs of 4. They have different colors, but I asked Phyllis to do 2 pair. So 2 pair basically, so like a pair of each, so the colors match. In case you wanted to do earrings, which she did, but you get 4 of these. They're basically just like a little bendable filigree, but look how cute they're going to look inside like your flower stacks and stuff. I think that's their purpose. I don't know that to be true. They are bendy. You can bend them. Okay. And then, so you get 2 color. So this one has 2 yellow and 2 like light baby pink. So I just thought those would be fun for designing, making our little flowers and stuff, you know, for the flower garden. I do believe they're picked at random though. It's just a random pick. You don't get to pick your color because that's just too much dang work for me. I'm sorry. I apologize. If you want a specific color, maybe leave it in the comment. I will do my best. But you get 2 colors in the pack of 4. They're $2.25 for your flower making endeavors. Hold on. Peter just went to sleep. Oh, yeah, we know. We got things to do. Well, wants to see my face. My computer does face recognition, which I think is a little strange. $47.05. 2 items left. We're going to launch, and then I got to run out of here because I'm already late. These guys are $47.06, $3.60 for a pair. These are lampwork mushrooms in all the colors. Now, I do have lampwork mushrooms online already. These ones are larger. So they're pairs of mushrooms, and they are by color. We have blue, orange, brown, white, black, yellow, purple, all the colors, okay? This is what they look like. They are drilled. These ones are larger than the ones that we had on the site previous. Most of those sold out. They were a little bit smaller. These are a little bit larger. I don't have any measuring tools with me. But as you can see, they are a little bit larger than your average bear, okay? So The specs are on the website. You're making me drool. Good. The specs are on the website when we post them, so you can take a look at that. But I do have all the colors. We got red and green and blue and brown and white and like a lighter blue. So do have all the colors for them. And then lastly, we have some chakra. Somebody was asking about the chakra R4707. These guys are $16 a strand. So I posted on the website. Now I did count these just so you know. This one, because there were some loose beads in the bag. So this one is, they're all there. I counted them. This is what they look like. So there's 7 of each bead, which means if you were going to use this strand to, like, say, make the chakra stack for 7 bracelets or 7 necklaces or, you know, whatever, you could make 7. Basically, is more of a story. So I counted them to make sure all their beads are there. They are. I kept one for myself, obviously, and then this one also has all the beads that it needs. So there we go. I kept the one that didn't have enough carnelians. These guys here are, what are these? They're 12 millimeters? 8 millimeter chakra mixed bead strands. So they're 8 millimeters. But all of the beads are gemstones. Your tiger's eye, your green aventurine, your sodalite, your lapis, and your amethyst. So there you go. Alrighty. That is the goings-ons. That is the drop for the day. I'm going to make it live right now on the website. Oh, and look at my stove. I still got to clean it. All right, let's go over here to the website. Make these live. And double checking to make sure I got everything because I posted some of the sterling silver already and made it live for you guys. I didn't put it in a bead drop, so things are kind of, you know, not where they're supposed to be. Bulk edit. And we will make all these things live. Doop, doop, doop. Turn on the little eyeball. Boop, boop. We will make some favorites, some features. Whoops, I almost knocked my camera over. There we go. Save. Okay, I want to see if I did it. Okay, so here we are on the website. If you're unfamiliar with the website, it is Thunderhorse Descendant.biz, B-I-Z, biz for business. And here I am on the bead store. So everything should have went into Twilight Gardens because that's our new collection. Here it gives you all the information about Twilight Gardens and the healing properties and the symbolism and all the things and stuff. I've already done all of that legwork for you. And then here goes all our beads. Chakra beads, mushrooms, all the everything. Yeah, and then that's the sterling silver stuff that I posted the other day. So that's all the new items. No, it's only like 10 items, right? I think, I don't know if those little loopty guys are in here. I don't think they are. I don't think I added those to the collection. I do think they're on Shop All in the bead store because I posted them a while back. I just didn't make them active. Yeah, here they are. The mushrooms, which technically I should put into the mushroom category, to the Twilight Garden category. I will do that when I get back. And then here's the little gold swizzly sticks. Yeah. So there we go. And we are live. Okay, guys. Well, that's the goings-on. I hope you enjoyed the drop. I'm sorry to just drop beads and run, but I gotta go. It's 9:37. We love you, lady. We hope your appointment goes well. Thank you. Thank you for praying for the dog. Maybe me and Amber will make some little videos and share with you guys later. I don't know. I will probably be here tomorrow. I don't know what's happening with that. I will make a plan and I will let you know. I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you. I don't know when that'll be, but I'll see you when I'm looking at you.